Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and some swatches of the brand new Urban Decay Vice Lip Chemistries. These are a glassy lip tint. So if you're interested in seeing that, keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. I am currently doing a wear test of the new Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation and Concealer. So if you want to see this video, I will link it up here for you guys. It will be live by the time this video goes live. So definitely check that out. You can see I'm obviously wearing, not obviously, but I am wearing the foundation and the concealer. So that's that. They also released 12 shades of these new Vice lippies. I love the Vice lipsticks, so these are supposed to be kind of like a different version of that. I do have the Urban Decay website pulled up so that I can share kind of the claims and exactly what it is. So on the Urban Decay website, it says, "Get comfy. Vice Lip Chemistry is our vegan high gloss lip tint that reacts to your pH and creates a custom shade unique to your tone. Its lightweight, balm-like texture gives your lips a hint of hydration so they feel moisturized. The lasting glassy tint adjusts to you. The color fully develops and reveals itself after just a few minutes and lasts up to 5 hours. Vice Lip Chemistry's vegan formula goes on smooth and glossy, never sticky, and does not transfer. Part of the Stay Naked collection, this Vice Lip Chemistry lineup is designed to flatter all skin tones, from laid-back neutrals with low key, which is a pinky nude, to heavy a pale nude, to bright hues like Streak, a coral pink, and 21, a cool red. There's a shade to match every mood." And it does say they are 100% cruelty-free. These do come in 12 shades and they retail for $22 a piece. I have all 12 shades, but I did ask you guys on Instagram if you were interested in a full lip swatch video of the entire range, or if you would rather have me swatch some of them, do my full review on the formula and all of that, and then also give some of them away. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the giveaway over on my Instagram. It's just easier that way. So definitely head over there. It is right here, is just at Sarah Brithinee. So that's that. Let's hop into doing some swatches. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult because these do take a few minutes for the color to like really develop and show itself. So I'm gonna do swatches on my hand of all of the shades I'm gonna put on my lips, not the ones I'm gonna give away, obviously. So let's do that. It's interesting because when you put these on, they all look pretty similar. They're all just like these pinky purples, and then they start to develop. So they're kind of developing right now. In the meantime, I do have Low Key on right now, which is a pinky nude. This does not seem like a nude to me. I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like when I put it on. I don't know if you can see that, but it almost looks purple. And I'm just gonna put a little bit over the swatch that I have of it so you guys can kind of see. This is hard to do without looking. But hopefully you can see like how different that is. And even just like on the paddle, it has like a little bit of a purple lavendery tint. But then when it's on your lips, the longer it sits, the more the color changes. The packaging on these is really pretty. It's that same rose gold from their Stay Naked foundation, and it just has the letters Vice around it. And then you twist it open, and it has this flat doe foot applicator. I think it's so pretty. It's really simple, but just like really classy and gorgeous. Okay, so this has been sitting on my lips for a while now. This is Low Key. This is that pink nude color. This does not look like a nude to me. I mean, it definitely isn't like a bold color by any sense, but it just looks like my lips a little bit deeper, almost like a little bit more red. So I'm going to wipe this off and put on the next one. Another thing is when you wipe it off, like this is all that came off on my bottom lip. Like, it's crazy. It just is not a lot of pigment to come off. This next color is Saucy, which is a medium peach. And I don't know if you guys noticed this one as well. It went on like pretty light and purpley. So I'm just gonna sit and let this one develop a little bit, and then I will show you guys what it looks like. All right, I've had this on for a few minutes. So this is what Saucy looks like. And again, this was a medium peach, and I think that it's pretty similar to the last one. Next, I'm going to put on a pink slip. This is a mauve nude pink color. It looks very purple when you put it on. Like, look at the packaging of this one. It looks like straight up purple. It's crazy how much it changes once it's on your lips. Like, you can see it's already getting darker and that lavender color is going away. All right, this one has been on there for a while. This one looks a bit pinkier than the other two did, but again, I don't feel like it's like that drastically different. Next is Love Child, which is a medium rose color. This one was definitely much more like bright pink going on than the other ones. I started out at the lightest and I'm going to the deepest of the ones that I'm trying on. So maybe they will progressively get more different. All right, this is Love Child Fully Developed. This one is definitely getting brighter. It's a brighter pink, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't know that it is like that different from the others. I feel like I'm a broken record here. I've said that for all of them. My lips are getting brighter because I'm rubbing them to get all of the product off, and they're like starting to hate me. So next up is Heavy. This is a pale nude color. It almost looks like grayish in the packaging. I also should mention that these have a bit of a tingling feeling. Not like the painful tingling like the Too Faced lip plumper, whatever that like gloss is. That is like painful. This is just like an interesting tingling. All right, this is Heavy and it is developed. This does not look like a pale nude to me at all. Not even a little bit. But that is that. Let's move on. This one is Physique. It is a terracotta nude. All right, this one I would not consider a nude. This is like a brick red. Definitely not a nude, but this is like the most dramatic one by a long shot that I've seen so far. And they are just so comfortable. I can't get over how comfortable they are. So this one again is in Physique. And then lastly is Third Base. This is a medium rose. This actually looks more like a deep plum color in the swatches online. So we will see what it actually looks like. All right, this one is Third Base. I don't know that I would call this a medium rose. It definitely looks more plum online than it even looks on my lips, but this is it. So those are all the ones that I'm going to swatch for you today. I do want to show you guys these hand swatches have been on my hand since before I started the lip swatches. So this is all of them. And you guys can probably see from these swatches, they're really not, they are different, but they're not that drastically different. So I'm just gonna read off the order of them. So this one is Low Key, this one is Saucy, Pink Slip, and Love Child, followed by Heavy, Physique, and Third Base. So that is all of them. There are 5 other colors. I will be giving away all of those colors over on my Instagram at Sarah Brithinee if you want to be entered to win those. I just put Low Key back on. I think it's kind of developing right now, but overall I think this is a very interesting formula. I personally love it. I love the look of glossy lips. I think that the tint is really pretty. I'm not into like super bold opaque lips most of the time, so, and I'm also really into nude lips, so I think because these are usually like some of them, and I think because my lips are irritated, they're more bold than they would be if I just put it on. Like earlier today I was wearing this one in Low Key. I've been wearing it basically all day and I really like it. These definitely stain your lips, they stain your hand. So as you can see, these look really glossy, but if you swipe through them, they really don't transfer, which is so bizarre because you would think that the glossiness of it would make the color run, but it doesn't. The glossiness does transfer. You can feel it on your fingers, but you can't see the color anywhere else, which is just so bizarre. So there's nothing on, you can see there's definitely a shine, but the color has not come off at all. So it'll just stay put all day long, which is amazing. These are definitely like a no fuss lip situation. You can put it on, forget about it. It's not gonna move around, but it's still really comfortable. I like that you can move your lips together and not have that like matte, dead lip feeling. It just feels really nourishing and hydrated, which I personally love. One thing I will say about this is you do not need more than one of these. I think you choose a color, you buy it, and you're done. There's no need to have a full range of these just because they are so similar once you get them on your lips, and then they do kind of change based on your lips. I think that one of them is plenty. And just to kind of show you guys the staying power of these, I'm gonna take my makeup wipe and like I wasn't scrubbing hard, but like obviously they're not coming off, and now I'm scrubbing harder and I still have like residue from it. They are so hard to get off, which is good on your lips, not so great on your hand. Overall, I really recommend these, or I should say I recommend one of them. I don't think that you need more than one of them in your collection, unless you're getting a really light one and a really deep one. Then I could see it, but otherwise I don't think that there is a need because they are similar once they dry down, and they do kind of change to your lip color, so there's that. I think they're so comfortable. They feel hydrating. They are slippery on your lips, which I really love, and the color stays and doesn't transfer. So for me, there's really nothing that I need more than that in a lip, and I just really love that they're different than the things that are currently in my collection. I don't have anything like this right now, which is saying something. So I hope that this video was helpful for you, steered you in a direction one way or another. Let me know down below in the comments if you'll be picking these up, if you want to try it, if you think they look dumb. Let me know all the things. I'm also going to link them down below in case you are interested in them. They are available at Ulta as well as on the Urban Decay website. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.